Okay, this ALH TDI came in with a complaint of no boost or lack of power. So first thing I did was drive it around the block and just to verify what the actual boost is. And as you can see here, I'm graphing RPM, desired boost, the boost that the computer wants to see, actual boost, and this is the duty cycle for the turbo vanes to control the boost. But you can see it is boosting. Let's just pick a high spot here, and it's 2,000 millibars, and desired at that point was 26. So it is actually putting out 14 psi. But when driving it, it really doesn't feel like there's a lot of power. No check engine light was on, no stored codes, no pending codes. This was also a really weird one. But it came down to being one of the usual common causes. I just wanted to discuss a bit of what we're looking at here, because just looking at the image here, you can sort of see what's going on, obviously. So this one here being the desired pressure, the ECM, as engine RPM, and it recognizes load, it realizes that the person is stepping on the accelerator and needs boost, so it obviously says that, hey, let's build some boost, and it adjusts the wastegate accordingly, or sorry, the vanes. But the interesting part here is in the actual boost, you can see the slope, the slope ascending slope here. Usually when everything is working fairly good in terms of the turbo vanes moving correctly and pressure building, it just like here in the desired boost, you can see it's a much steeper ramp. So here you can see the slow, well, obviously it's not slow, but it is, you can see it's much more of an angle here, less steep. And even here, this is one that was a little bit more drastic. Let me just get my cursor over here if it'll move. Doesn't want to move. Anyways, oh, there it goes. So here again, same thing. Instant boost it wants to see as the RPMs climb. It recognizes the load through pedal position, etc. But you can see from here all the way up to here, that's a slow rise in boost pressure. And that leads me to think that it is caused due to an intake restriction, because it can develop boost. The turbo is spooling up, not to the point where I can really hear it whistling, but the fact that I'm getting 14 psi of boost maximum here tells me that the turbo is functioning. It wants to boost, but it can't spool up quickly, and that leads me to think that it's an obstruction either in the intake or in the exhaust. And again, the usual suspect on these is the carbon buildup in the intake manifold. Okay, this is the TDI with the data capture that I just did. You can see here the actuator rod is actually extended up right now, which is good. Engine off. Once the engine's running, that lever is going to come down and you get that quicker spooling of the turbo. But that's not the problem he's having. His boost was slow to build, and it was due to intake carb up. It's at least a quarter liter.
Oh yeah, that's a good quarter liter. You know, you could make some.
Pretty good restricted. So this is the after repair data capture. You can see the same four fields again: RPM, desired boost, actual boost, and the control of the wastegate or the vane dash actuator rod pod for vane positioning. And now you can see much steeper climb of the boost waveform here because of the airflow, much more airflow now through the intake, which allows the turbo to spool quicker. Boost is able to build quicker, and because the engine can breathe better, the fuel that is added more power with the air that it mixes with, and you get better acceleration. I was surprised that there were no codes initially. Usually it sets a boost deviation, negative deviation, because it's not seeing the boost that it wants. Again, it was seeing the boost somewhat within spec still, just that the airflow wasn't there to match the fuel to give the performance feel when driving.